Will gold hit $3,000? We will dig into that and more. Hey guys, welcome back. Please like and subscribe. I am not selling you anything. I'm not trying to promote anything. All I need is that like and subscribe. So please do that and we will get back into gold. So here's a chart I found here, just taking the M2, which is your basic amount of money. I guess you would say the amount of money that's circulating in the US. It would probably correlate with your overall debt of the US debt. So, and that's a little bit arbitrary. One thing here, if we go into our debt clock, bear with me here. Here we go. So, total US national debt, we're looking at almost $30 billion. Total debt, if we want to look in the middle here, I mean, we're looking 86 trillion. And I gotta apologize. That was $30 trillion, not billion. So, you look at that over time and all the money that's in circulation. So that inflation and the price of assets really have to kind of go up as these large amounts of money keep getting increased and getting out into the public and circulating. So if we go back to this chart, and we correlate that total amount of money that's in circulation, and we were to try to predict that to, or adjust that to what the price of gold or what commodity prices should be, what this is saying is that we should actually be a fair bit higher, even at a minimum, $2,400, $3,300 in the middle, and around $4,000 on the high end. And if we dig into that a little more, if we actually pull up the gold chart, so I got a long range gold chart. We're back into the 70s here, and I tried to show, the orange line here is our M2. I got the US dollar in green, I got oil in black. And, back here starting in the 70s when all of these kind of correlated, energy got a little ahead of itself in the early 80s, probably a lot of inflation, then they kind of came back in line. And then over time, you could see the M2 as it increased, gold tried to stay with it. It fell behind here. Oil got quite a ways ahead of itself. The US dollar was quite low at the time. But now, we've really broken the trend here. So, so this is kind of to show you, to say both gold and oil, really, if representatively, if the dollar is kind of as a fair, stable value of worth compared to other currencies, these commodities need to get back up, and they may even overshoot. So that's kind of where we're trying to show here. Let me clear out some of this stuff here. Now, today, what did we have going on today? Well, FOMC, gotta love it. Gotta like that chart too. I think we're doing too many things at once. All right, so I was really hoping we were going to hold over that 1830 here. And yeah, like, I don't know if anyone follows Johnny Bravo, but, we don't want to bet on hopium. But look, we had a nice trend. I think I wouldn't say we've entirely broken trend. I think the Federal Reserve today made some comments. They wanted to be aggressive with interest rate hikes, which, basically tells everyone that they don't really care so much about what the market does And I think, you know, gold was kind of anticipating that we'd be maybe a little less aggressive on the rate hikes, but I don't think anything's going to change. I mean, just really anything that happens on the day of an FOMC and when Jerome Powell gets out and speaks, you kind of take it with a grain of salt and you see what happens, because things could slingshot back the other way the next day. So, you know, and the whole market did that. I mean, the market shot back up and shot back down and kind of landed down in the low end of its range. You know, that might be some more pain, and if so, you know, where are people going to put their money? I mean, TLT, same thing. Not so happy. The bond market took a big hit today. Oil, even, you know, there was nobody really was free from the carnage. Cryptos. Let's see, oil probably fared the best. We were down only maybe about 0.5% overall in the day. Still looking really strong. We look at the euro. I think we definitely broke out of that channel. We still have some bottom resistance here, so I wouldn't say we're entirely there yet, that we have to worry. I think if we get much lower than this at this point, though, you know, that might mean that we're going to start taking more aggression to the US dollar. But again, after a day like today with the FOMC, there's kind of all bets are off, and we just got to wait it out till tomorrow and the following day and see where the week ends up closing. Definitely just kind of going through all of the cryptos, or a few of the cryptos here, to see. That was B2 Gold. Solana, definitely no strength there. As we said, we've got this green bar in here. You know, maybe we might fall into that. I think would be, nobody would be surprised to see that. Cardano, I think we're already in that lower range that we were expecting to be in. So, yeah. Grand scheme of things, waited out another day. No major changes. I don't think there's any major decisions to be had here with any of your investments. I am still long gold. I am still long oil. I think what I could do in the coming week, we can talk a little bit about oil and what are some good oil investments, because that's something that I think is still really going to surprise most of the market, and there's definitely some money to be made there. So, yeah, another short and sweet. Just tried to give a little bit of an overview of kind of where we are in the overall with the money supply and the debts, and where we think that should put our commodities relatively. So, thanks again, and hit that like and subscribe. Okay, take care.